Welcome back to our channel. Big changes are coming to CNN, and it involves one of their most recognizable faces. That's right, Jim Acosta, the bold and fearless journalist we've come to know over the years, is leaving CNN after an incredible nearly two-decade-long career. Jim Acosta has been a household name, especially for his hard-hitting journalism and fearless questioning of authority. You probably remember him as the White House correspondent who made headlines during President Trump's first term. But, believe it or not, Acosta says the highlight of his career wasn't those fiery exchanges in the White House briefing room. It was, in fact, his coverage of President Obama's historic visit to Cuba in 2016. He questioned Raúl Castro directly about political prisoners, a moment that hit home for Acosta, whose father fled Cuba as a refugee. Talk about powerful storytelling rooted in personal history. So, why is Jim Acosta leaving CNN? According to reports, he was offered a new midnight time slot on the West Coast. That's a much less prominent slot compared to his current 10 a.m. show. After weighing his options, Acosta decided to move on. He even gave an emotional on-air sign-off, thanking the network and his behind-the-scenes team for their hard work. This departure is part of a bigger shake-up happening at CNN under CEO Mark Thompson. Just last week, the network announced sweeping programming changes. Wolf Blitzer and Pamela Brown will now host a morning edition of The Situation Room. And there's more. CNN is pivoting to digital with plans to cut hundreds of jobs and launch a new streaming service. This shift shows just how much the media landscape is evolving to meet the demands of online audiences. Jim Acosta's decision to leave CNN marks the beginning of what seems to be a significant transformation for the network. While we don't know his next move just yet, one thing's for sure: his commitment to holding power accountable isn't going anywhere. So, here's wishing him all the best for what comes next. And to all of you watching, what are your thoughts? Do you think CNN's pivot to digital will pay off, and where do you think Acosta will land next? Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates on the ever-changing world of media.